We must pass it as a country. We must. All right?
But you admit you don't have the numbers to do it.
I admit that we have to engage.
But that doesn't improve your numbers.
We have to engage.
That's with the hope that the engagement will yield the result of
the numbers. The issue of the numbers in Parliament is a notorious fact.
So this then begs the question: where is your Dom Kwabenya MP, Adwoa Safo?
I won't discuss her
because it ties in with the numbers game, right?
I'm not discussing her.
She hasn't been to Parliament.
I'm not discussing her.
It's yesterday. Your General Secretary says her absence from the House is affecting government business.
I'm not discussing her.
Her inability to be in the House, not worry you at all?
I rely on my earlier answer.
That you will not discuss it?
I rely on that answer.
But most, some of the key individuals in your party have discussed this openly.
I rely on my earlier answer.
From the majority side in House, how are you approaching this though?
Approaching what?
The absence of her from the House.
You have asked whether or not we're going to get the e-levy through. I say we are engaging.
Are you engaging her too?
We are engaging.
Okay. It doesn't include Adwoa Safo?
We are engaging.
Including her?
Evans, we are engaging.
Including Adwoa Safo?
We are engaging.
Your friend and colleague and chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee says that Adwoa Safo is asking that she be handed your job as the deputy.
I don't want to comment on
leader.
that matter.
But you've heard it?
I have not heard.
You've not heard anything?
I have not heard it.
Publicly state this?
No.
Many
I'm not supposed to hear everything.
I know you are a good listener on radio.
I'm not supposed to hear everything, with respect.
But he said that. I'm telling you now, since you haven't heard. He said that on national television.
Let me validate it.
And says Adwoa Safo has requested.
I don't know about it.
That the deputy majority leader position
I don't know about
should be
it.
given
Let's shift from there and deal with other matters, Evans.
But going forward with your numbers, it's in your interest to at least get everybody on board, at least on your side, correct? That you agree. Everybody on your side, all 137. You agree everybody must be on board. It's a final question on this. I mean, that is a numbers question. There's a final one that I need to ask you, which is that there are 137 MPP MPs. Some have said...
I've done cross-examination for over 13 years.
I know.
I've practiced in the courtroom all these years. Yesterday, I was at the Supreme Court. Today, I went to court. I put people in the witness box. And I do what I can do. So don't put me in the box.
You're not in my witness box.
Don't put me in the box.
No, you're not in the box.
I'll get out of your box.
I definitely know that.
All right.
But the question is not about Adwoa Safo.
Can we
it's not
get
about,
out of...
It's not about Adwoa Safo.
Can we get out of this area? You've asked.
Yeah.
You've asked.
Yeah.
What is the posture of the majority? Our posture is to engage. Our posture is to let people appreciate the import of this levy. After all the politicking and all that, we want our colleagues on the other side to appreciate the fact that we mean well for the country. We've been specific on what we want to do with this levy. Solve the unemployment problem, not 100%, but to give opportunity to those who want to be entrepreneurs to tap into some capital.
What would you say to the critics who have said that the inability to have this passed is a reflection on the leadership on the majority side? And that you simply, and in fact, I've heard the minority side goad you and say, bring your numbers. And that you want
to find a way of coming back.
No, it's
no problem.
It's a fair question.
I've seen your roots. It's all right.
No.
It's okay. Come back.
Come back. What do you say to the critics who say that this is a reflection on the leadership, on the quality of leadership that you have on the majority side?
No problem. No problem.
What do you say to that?
No problem. They are free to say what they want to say. There's no problem.
You said the criticism. That this is a reflection on the majority
There is no problem
leadership.
with what people would want to see, but the end justify the means.
That is that is only if you have it passed.
Let's look at the end product.
That will be the end.
Let's look at the end product.
Means. That is if you get it passed, right?
Well, the grace will favor all of us. I mean, in that parliament, you'll find men of reason there. Apart from, after all the politics, I mean, we know people appreciate the fact that we need to move on as a country.